and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a story time video. A number of you have told me that you would like to see story time videos on my channel. So I thought, why not? So I grabbed my trusty Starbucks mug. I wanted to make this video a lot more cozy for you guys, so I did put on extra fairy lights and I put on a few candles because I thought that was super cute. Now I am not wearing much today. Well, I'm wearing my top and just pajama bottoms because, like I said, I want this video to be nice and cozy. So yeah, I kind of thought I would tell you about a time that I snuck out at night. And yeah, like I was so close to getting caught as well. So without any more rambling, let's jump right into this video. Now this all happened on the 8th of July 2011. I can't remember what age I was. I am so bad at math. But I feel like I was around 13 or 14. So this was on the night of a Tiesto concert. Now my cousin was saying that she was going to go with a few friends and I really wanted to go as well. Like at first I didn't know who Tiesto was, but then I was like, oh yeah, I know who he is. So me and my cousin went down to the ticket shop place that sold tickets and I got myself a ticket. So this concert was on the beach and there was a big stage built and all of that. So at around 6 in the evening we all got ready and went out, and my parents were fine with me going to the concert even though there was going to be a lot of like older people there. But my cousin was going and she was like my big sister and my parents kind of trusted me with her. I don't know why, but they did. So we went off to the concert and at around 12 at night we came back. At the time my best friend and her boyfriend were down. She was like, you know what, we might find a few things because you know what, drunk people are more likely to lose things. And I was like, oh, that sounds so cool. And then my mum's godson was there as well and he was way younger. He's 2 years younger than me. So he was a lot younger and he's like, yeah, I'm going too. And I was like, God, I really want to go now. So I asked mum and mum was like, well, okay. Now my mum was really good with that. Like she always let me do everything. She kind of trusted me, and I know it was the middle of the night and it was probably like stupid for her to say yes. But as soon as my father found out, he was like, you are not going, and if you do, you are grounded. And I was like, oh shit, I cannot go now. Like I was panicking because I really wanted to go. And mum and dad ended up going back home and I was staying at my granny's house that night anyway. My friend was like, okay, so let's go. And I was like, what? Yous are going? And they all got ready and I was like, right, I'm going too. Yeah, I was a rebel. I was like, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. If I get in trouble, at least I'm gonna have a good night. So we ended up walking down this kind of alleyway. There's a lot of like pine trees. Are they pine trees? I think. And it was super dark. I was so scared and every 2 seconds I kept like asking my mum's godson to walk behind me because I was like, if someone's gonna attack me, I'd rather them attacking you. So we ended up walking, we went down to the beach and we just went down to where the concert was and we walked around and there was nothing there. And we were just messing around. My friend's boyfriend's like, guys, I lost my phone. And we're like, what? You lost your phone? We ended up getting his phone and I don't know, we were just feeling giddy. So we went back down to where the concert was because we were just like, nah, we might as well have a snoop around. And there was this kind of tent up with no sides on it. Kind of like just the roof part. And there was about 6 or 7 big massive like drink fridges with Red Bull. And my mum's godson is like, hey, let's go get some Red Bull. And I'm like, what? Red Bull? Like, are you just, what? So him and my best friend's boyfriend decided to go and steal some Red Bull. So they took a bag off us. We had this kind of like beach bag with us and they took the beach bag and they went down to the fridges and they opened it while security was literally patrolling the place. I have no idea how we did not get caught, But they filled the bag full of Red Bull, ran up to the sand dunes, dumped the bag out, went back down, and me and my friend were like, no, okay, that's enough, like we're gonna get caught, because the security guard was just walking in circles around the perimeter of the place, and the Red Bull place was right in the centre. My friend's boyfriend came back up, he's like, I'm not going down anymore, and my mum's godson decides to go down for another round. And he grabs a pile of Red Bull cans in his hand, and he's running, and they're all dropping, and we're like shouting at him to hurry up, and he's like sitting there on the sand, like picking it back up, and we're like, just leave it, just leave it. But no, he was determined to not drop a single one. So he picked them all up and he ran up, and we just had this big pit of about 50 Red Bull cans. So we put all the Red Bull cans into kind of plasticky bags that we had, and we just started walking back down to the sand dunes to the opposite side of, you know, where the concert was. We just decided to go for a walk, and we just walked around, and I feel like an hour later we had about 20 cans of Red Bull left. Like, we drank so much Red Bull that night. Then we came across this like Thames type of thing, and basically there was a rose in the Thames, and my friend's like, right, I want that rose, and her boyfriend spent about 20 minutes trying to get that rose with my mum's godson. Like, they were just like trying to grab it, they had sticks and everything, and like literally I was so scared because they were messing at the same time, and I was like, shit, that's when I'm gonna get caught. This was the second time that I thought I was gonna get caught, because I literally thought my mum's godson was gonna die. And since I was older than him, I kind of felt like it was my responsibility to take care of him. But anyway, we got the rose, and we started walking down the pathway towards where the concert was again. And we came across this little place where people kind of sell beach towels and all those like inflatables for the pool. And there was a street light there that had this little box on it, which you can kind of lift up the lid, and there's all these like plugs which you can plug stuff into. My mum's godson thought it would be hilarious to open the electricity box and stick his fingers in. Yeah, like, I have no idea why he'd done that, but he stuck his fingers in and he got electrocuted. He started shaking, and I was laughing my head off. Like, I thought it was so funny. The only reason I think we laughed is because we were so high on sugar. Like, we drank way too many cans of Red Bull. Like, when I think about it now, I'm like, that was so bloody dangerous. He pulled his hand out, we don't know how, and he just stopped, and we were literally bawling our eyes out. We thought it was so funny. Like, literally, like, he got electrocuted. He could have died. After that, it was around 6 in the morning when we decided to just go home. After that, we woke up. I think we all woke up at like 8. Like, we did not sleep for long. I think it's because we were on so much sugar. After about 10-15 minutes, my dad came down with my mum, and I was sitting there, and dad is like to me, did you go anywhere? And I was like, no, like, I didn't want to get grounded. He went over to my cousin and he's like, did she go anywhere? And she started freaking out as well, because she had snuck out that night as well, and she's like, nope, she didn't go anywhere. So my dad kind of just let it go, and he's like, alright. And he kind of left it there, and then my mum comes over to me and she's like, you did go, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, I did, like, yeah. And she's like, well, you're lucky, because dad was saying to me last night that he's gonna go and check on you in 10 minutes, which was around 2 AM, and supposedly he just fell asleep and forgot about it. So this is basically the story of a time that I snuck out at night. Now, this was probably not too interesting because I'm really bad at like stories. I think I probably jump over and back too much. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Like, literally that night was so good. Not because I went to a Tiesto concert, which was actually unreal, but the fact that the night after was just so good. If you'd like to see more storytime videos like this, then don't forget to let me know and I will film a few more. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a huge thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, because I would love it if you joined the family. And yeah, so this is it for the video guys, and I'll see you all in my next one. So bye!